Funky. What we're gonna do right here is go back, way back. Going way back to the early days. Rockin' it. Got fresh stuff. Money beat. You know how we give it party people suck. Funky, don't y'all ready for this? I'm going way back.
Hey.
I don't see him on TV though.
Uh-oh, blackout.
Blackout.
There I am.
Turn up to black. Oh, there we go. Okay.
He's about to turn up. Yes, indeed. It's the Going Way Back show with Money B.
Money B.
Your home for classic hip hop, raw and uncut. Great show as always. My special guest, none other than my friend, the legend, D Money. What's the concept? D Money.
D Money.
The players ball, the affiliate ball, just an all around player. What's up, D Money? I'm good, man.
Oh, I don't hear that mic right there, though. You got his mic
Man, you
up?
can sit how you want to sit, man. Let the cameras catch you.
Is his mic on?
Yeah, I don't hear his mic at all.
You can scoot over a little bit, though, if you want to be seen.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what I mean?
There's your camera right there.
Yeah, we straight. We straight. So, you know, those who don't know.
Wait, are you going to introduce us, or can we introduce? I mean, you
Well,
forgot
yeah.
about us.
We're going to get to it.
Check.
Get that
Yeah.
right.
We got it.
And as Tantizi reminded me, even though I didn't know, I'm joined, as always, by the lovely Tantizi. Hello, Tizi.
Hi.
Hi, TZ. I love your hair, by the way. It looks
Thank-
great. I haven't
thank
seen
you.
you in like a couple of years or so.
Thank you.
You look great.
Thanks.
And the silver fox that rocks, my guy, DJ Always,
What up, though?
in the motherfucking house. Is his mic on? How we do all this checking at the beginning of the show and then it's not on when it starts? Yeah, we gotta do better.
As
Yeah,
long
that's
as you
right.
can hear me.
That's right. So what's up? Teasy,
Yes.
how you been?
Good.
Great hair week?
No.
No?
This week is my hair appointment, so.
Yeah. Anything exciting over the weekend?
Exciting? No, just the boys' swimming lesson was canceled because somebody pooped in the pool.
Really?
Caddyshack moment. Somebody
Yeah,
dropped.
somebody must
Somebody-
have thought they had gas. And
Somebody dropped a Snicker in the pool.
Oh, no.
it was more like moon
Two.
rocks.
There we go.
So he was upset about that. That was actually last night. Was supposed to go to the Beyonce concert, but
Oh, really?
somebody was lying to kick it.
Oh, it wasn't me.
No, it
Oh,
wasn't
It's somebody
him.
I know. She's
Let's
Like
go who
basically-
ride to the end.
Up show.
basically your friend got me in not to see Beyonce. That's what the
Really?
story's gonna be forever, but that's actually not.
That's
the
about
case.
it.
What about you
Always.
always?
Always. What did I do? Oh, I had to do extra work on the side, so I did an audio visual gig on the weekend.
I mean, that wasn't a Zendaya thing, was it?
Huh? No. That was Casey Undercover rap party. That was 2 weeks ago.
Now, why don't they call them videos anymore?
What's that?
Videos, music videos.
It wasn't a music video.
Oh, because now they're starting to call music videos audio visuals and stuff.
Oh, no. It was two totally different things. You said Bluetooth again?
Yeah.
It's two totally different things. What it is that the audio visual thing is a setup thing I do with a company, and they run for people that have conferences or auctions or stuff like that,
Oh.
mics, cameras, and stuff like that.
Because Beyonce's videos are, her special was a video.
Oh, really?
Audio visual thing.
Nice. The KC Undercover rap party though was actual KC Undercover Zendaya, who does the Disney show KC Undercover, and they were wrapping up for their season.
Was she there?
Yeah, she was there, and it was actually the last day of the shoot. It was on a Friday. My homeboy DJ Mo Sounds, shout out to Mo. He does the lights. He's a lighting engineer for the show.
Okay.
And he called me in. He was like, "Hey man, I'll bring all the equipment. Just come and spend. I was like, cool. So I'll make that
Nice.
money.
Sounds good. How was your weekend?
It was productive actually. You know, I'm working on a bunch of projects. One of them being a book about my life, and you know, I had my co-author Chad Cohenson. Shout out to Chad. Come through, and we just kind of powered through it, and we got a lot of work done. So I was real happy with the productivity
Yeah, it was a very productive
of this
weekend for you.
weekend. You know, so that's what that was. But we'll hear more about that way down the line in the future when I'm ready to really tell you about it. And of course, we're gonna talk to D Money and find out all the interesting things that he's done and accomplished. But first, as we always do about this time, what's the old school new news with Tom Teasy?
Thanks, man. All right, so first off, we got Snoop Dogg. He did an interview with Business Insider where he said that he doesn't have a will. And he said that if he dies, he wants his folks basically to fight over his assets. And he's worth $300 million. And when he dies, he wants to come back as a butterfly so he can fly over everyone and watch them fuss and argue over his money. So,
That's crazy.
yeah.
Even his kids? That's fucked up.
Yeah. I mean, that is stupid.
Yeah.
So that's ignorant.
Damn.
And then he's talking to a Business Insider magazine where they deal with financials and stuff like that. It just shows how ignorant us folks can be.
Right? Fucking rap guys.
I think Prince had a will, honestly. Up next we have Run DMC. Yesterday, May 15th, 1986 marks 30 years ago that they dropped Raising Hell. Walk This Way featured Aerosmith, and that was the first single off of the album. In Mansion news, Lil' Kim, she might be losing her Alpine, New Jersey mansion. She's owned that mansion since 2002. She failed to make her 9,000 plus payments per month. Now that's crazy. So the bank is asking for full possession, and her home is now worth $3 million.
And she paid $9,000 a month.
That's-
Is that correct?
Yeah, hopefully, but who knows? It's not gonna cover that. She needs to just downsize. She probably could afford Jules Santana home. Well, too bad she can't return some of that facelift. You know, that's a pretty penny.
Word.
Jules Santana is also facing foreclosure on his condo. He's $700,000 in the hole. He failed to pay his monthly payments of $3,000 plus, and he hasn't made a payment for over 3 years. So,
Ain't that crazy? You can just live in a house and not pay it.
yeah, that
They
is
can't-
crazy.
You know what's funny?
Kick
That
you
I
out.
just saw that he was making like stating that he's making a comeback. to,
Yeah, he is
hip-hop,
coming back,
and
Mel,
I wonder
hopefully
that must be the
to catch up on his bills.
be the push why.
In other mansion news, it looks like Jay-Z and Beyonce, they've been looking for a home out here in LA, and they put down an offer for a Beverly Hills mansion.
Or what?
They put down an offer for $49 million, but they was outbidded by Tom Ford, who were put down or offered $50 million.
Tom Ford,
Tom Ford,
the guy he wrote a song about.
right, the fashion designer. In other Jay-Z and Beyonce news, we all know that the Lemonade album that came out recently is talking about cheating, and everybody is thinking that Jay-Z was cheating on her and stuff. Well, he's coming out with an album to answer her album, and that's supposed to be dropping this summer. So you know that they're going to come out with a tour. So you
Right.
know I'm going to that and won't be asking your friend for tickets.
Fire and Desire. Rick James and Tina Marie.
Right. And congratulations to Ice Cube. He purchased John Claude Van Damme's Marina Del Rey home. Now he has since. The home was on the market for $7.5 million. I'm sorry, it was on the market for $10 million, and they offered $7.5 million for the 3-story, 11-bedroom home that also has a gym, a home theater, a glass elevator, and a roof deck pool. Also, yesterday marked his 26th anniversary of America's Most Wanted.
Nice.
And now, over the weekend, Juvenile was in a Waffle House in South Carolina, where one of the customers was in there. They saw him walk in, and the guy said, "Juvenile is here, and soon come all the hoes," or something like that. So basically, Juvenile thought the guy was talking about his wife, and his entourage jumped on the guy.
Did you see the video?
No, I didn't watch the
I
video.
seen it.
Was it nasty?
I mean,
Was it nigga shit?
no, he it looked like Juvenile's people was getting him out of there,
Uh-huh.
and it looked like the dude just kept talking
Mm-hmm.
and saying shit, and then Juvenile comes back in and just rushing him,
Mm-hmm.
punch him and sock at him. Wasn't like that baseball one.
But dude instigated by talking shit more.
It looked like it. There was
then
no sound to it. But
It is
looked
what
like
it
he
is.
was doing it.
So
So there was no arrest made. The police showed up, but both parties had fled the scene.
Okay.
And lastly, Redman has a single out, and it's called Second Lighter. And it's a sample of Nas, from Nas' album Stillmatic, Second Childhood. And check out this clip. So what y'all think of that?
I like Red.
I always like Redman. I always thought
Yeah.
he actually never fell off.
I got
Right.
Redman on my phone right now.
People just stopped rocking with him. Like every time, like I always check every so often to see what Red has done, and every time I hear something new from him, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I've
he
had
just
that for
stuck
a
to
minute.
the yeah, but he stuck to the traditional
Yeah, it brought me back.
sound, the boom
Yeah.
bap.
How
Yeah.
High Part 2 is coming out.
Oh, word?
Yep. Method told me last time I booked Method, he said How High Part 2.
Nice. Well, we actually don't talk about that, so we're gonna take a quick break. Of
And
course,
that was the old school new news on the Going Way Back show with my man.
you got to say
with my
Tom
man.
Teasy. I know he's about to say it. But I know what you mean. Thank you, Tom
Anywho,
Teasy.
make sure you
Money Teasy.
Make sure you
Teasy.
subscribe to the YouTube channel, like and share, leave a comment, man.
Word. All right, we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be back with D Money right here on the Going Way Back show. Money big.
Money B.
Money Teasy.
Taking it back. Now
I
that
was dazed.
huh?
I was dazed. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, that was Digital Underground.
Yeah.
At the Players Ball. And before
Man.
that, even going out the break, you had Too Short and George Clinton.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the creator of the Players Ball, my man D Money, in the building now. D Money, tell everybody what the Players Ball was, where it was, when it was created. Just give us the whole background of the event, and then we'll start talking about some of the people you actually had perform there.
So this is the Going Way Back show. So we're going to go way back to 1999. Where,
That was the first one?
That was the very first one.
The one we did?
Yeah, well, you did
We
the second one in
we did.
Miami. That was the second one. The first one I had Sublime after it was Sublime when Brad died. They went as Long Beach Dub All Stars.
Okay.
But nobody knew that that was Sublime because I couldn't advertise it that way. So that was the first one in Vegas. The second one was in South Beach
That was the one we did.
when
But
you
it was the
guys
same
did
year.
it. Which funny story. I guess this is okay. So
I didn't
as
mean to
you
cut you off. Yeah, go
okay,
ahead.
so it's the adult internet industry, and it was booming back then. I'm a nice Jewish guy from Cleveland, Ohio. You know, I would have never ended up in that industry, right? I mean,
Right.
I seem like the nice guy next door, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Anyway, somehow I kind of fell into that technology industry, and they specialized in the adult. One thing leads to another, and I come up with the idea that we should do these big parties and use it as a marketing platform. So I used it to promote myself, and we decided to have Ice-T come out. He hosted the party. I was way too stoned the whole night to host it myself. I'm like, let's just hire Ice-T to do it, right? So we gave away these big dicks called the Big Woody Awards.
We'll see.
Yeah. So we had these big dicks called the Big Woodies. And my brother, Kay Bizzle, forgets to give the list to Ice-T for who the winners are going to, right? So he's got a box of dicks on stage, and Ice-T's like, who are these Woodies going to? Like, I have no idea what to do with all these dicks. And everyone's like, D-Money! So I'm all drunk and smoked out. And now I'm standing next to Ice-T. I'm seeing next to him. I've never been on a stage I'm seeing before. So it was a crash course, to say the least. But we looked fly as hell, man. Ice-T and I in our black pimp suits, my derby hat. It was pretty dope.
In Miami, right?
This is Miami, but,
Yeah,
but
I
what was
didn't know
really
that was the first one. No.
yeah, that was my second. So the strange thing was, I tell one of my sponsors who was doing softcore movies at the time called Bust the Amateurs. And everybody has different versions of what softcore is, right? Like I grew up watching like my parents' cable TV. I think softcore is like, you know, you don't show any genitalia,
titties.
right? It's just tits only, right? So I said, yeah, softcore. So he's like, all right, I'll have a softcore movie. He comes out, and you'll probably remember, I had a big video screen playing the eye candy, and you're seeing these girls with a double-pronged, you know, insertion in a locker room. Like, it was crazy, right? And at one point, Digital Underground stops, and they turn around, and they're just looking at the movie screen for a good 2 minutes. It was just dead silence.
Wow.
It was almost awkward. There was nothing going on because you guys were just like looking at the movie like, I can't believe this shit is playing right now in the middle of a party in South Beach. Yeah, but it was cool. So anyway, that's my weird story about how it took a weird turn. But we let it play. Nobody shut us down.
Nobody said nothing, huh?
And then Ice-T did a pretty pussy competition and said, I want to know who's got the prettiest pussy. That's when things got crazy.
Yeah, I bet.
Now, is this a PG-rated show or an R? 'Cause-
No, not at all.
Okay, all right, because I'm adding a little extra
It's
adult
not now.
entertainment
Go
there.
ahead.
Yeah. So I guess the party started off as a marketing platform. For me, I always kind of broke even with it, and I wanted to see how much money I could raise. And hey, maybe one day we could do Snoop Dogg. And then a couple of years in, we did Snoop Dogg. And Digital Underground was always the house act. I mean, it was every single time. It was Digital Underground opening up the party, almost every time. And
Yeah, like consecutive years.
yeah,
You know,
every
it's
time. Yeah, it was so much fun. I mean, at least 10, 15 times you guys played over the years. I don't even know. I have a ton of footage, though.
Yeah, and we did, you know, and it's funny. Like I said, I never knew that was the first one that we were at, or, you know, the
Second.
first year.
Right. First year.
Of
First
it.
year. Yeah.
But I just remember being there, like you said, we looking at the screen and these, you know,
Just going at
they
it.
doing it on, and Ice-T is, like you said, talking all this shit. Like, you see, you know, show them to me and everything. And we just like looking, and then they're like, oh yeah, you know who that is? And I'm like, no, that's Candy Stripe.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah,
We
blah.
had
Oh, my
Houston,
God.
fresh off her gangbang, and Sky
What?
Lopez. It was crazy. It was just crazy. And all these girls are like, I got the prettiest pussy. And they all go running up on stage, and Ice-T made up some kind of rule that you can't be wearing any panties when you come up here.
Yeah.
So, like, if they wore their panties, Ice-T was like,
Get off.
get off my stage, man. I said,
Yeah,
"No."
so then, you know, interject real quick is that, you know, because of that, like when we would do their shows, Freaks of the Industry would be the
Yes,
song that would
the
get
theme,
everybody
yeah.
going. That was like the anthem of the
Yep.
shit.
Absolutely.
And then so these guys, it's like, man, you know, everybody knows you guys. It's like, you should think about getting into this.
yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. Like for like 2 or 3 years, straight from '99 till 2002,
Yeah.
they would constantly, you know, especially D-Money, always
That's
said, "Man,
right.
you should
Hey,
really
man.
think about doing it
Yeah.
and getting this internet shit." And I was like, I don't know. And finally, when my cousin Cleve was like, you know, let's do it.
Yeah.
And I was moving to LA anyway, and I was like, all right, let's see what it do.
All right.
Well,
But
it
he
was
the guy that
literally, it
put
was a,
in my head.
it was a
Wow.
golden era. It was like a free for all. I mean, back in '99 to 2003, I mean, you just had to be in the game and know some information from somebody, and you'd be making money if you were.
It's about making phone calls and
Yeah.
being a salesman.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those were the guys that sold it. You know, so you pretty much would sell it before it even came out.
Yeah.
But anyway, you know, back to the players ball part of it. You'd have like just name some of the performers that you have
Okay, we've had
outside of us.
yeah, there was Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, Exhibit back when before Pimp My Ride. Pimp My Ride actually gave him the gig after our party because the producer wouldn't have any idea who the hell Exhibit was.
Yeah.
But then when he went to the West Coast Customs garage, he recognized him and made him an offer. And then the producer hit me up later. He's like, "Hey, I forgot to thank you for that." I'm like, "Really? Does Exhibit know that I had anything to do with that?"
Right?
You know?
Where's your check?
Yeah, I got
Exactly.
nothing out of that shit. But hey, I could recognize talent, I guess. Yeah, we had a little bit of everything. We even had metal school at one point. Did a little rock show one night. We always try to change it up, but all
Ika
of my
Mouse,
favorites.
reggae,
Ika Mouse. We
Tiny's
had Half
favorite.
Pint, Tone
Who?
Bloke.
Tanteezy.
Reggae?
Yeah.
You like
Yeah.
reggae?
Now,
Hell no.
Tanteezy, you've actually attended a few of these. Now,
Only
just
one.
Tell me
One.
Which one?
The one in Vegas.
Do you remember who else played with Digital Underground?
No.
Was it the Snoop?
No.
Uh,
I don't know. I remember what you were wearing though.
I was wearing the Redskin.
the Redskin?
Yeah.
The Redskin Exhibit was there.
That
I
was
don't know if you
exhibit.
performed.
2003, by the way. That was 2003.
Oh, okay.
So I was just wanted to ask you, what was your thought of the whole scene, being that was your first and only time going?
That it was crazy, and right now all I can think about it was just a blur.
It was just a blow. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a lot of kicking it. He was kicking it like a mug.
Well, I'll tell you what. Back then, that was at the Venetian.
Yeah.
And they later did the Blue Man Group in that place, C2K.
In that same venue, in
that
same.
venue, yeah. It was a 3-level venue, and the top level had like private suites behind glass, and that was when plasma TVs first came out, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, look at these flat screens everywhere!" So that was like the sponsor section. The second level, we had 1,500 people up there. That was VIP.
People fighting to get in and all this
Oh,
shit.
it was a mess.
I
And-
bet.
Yeah, and then downstairs we had general admission, so we had like 3,500 people there. It was pretty big.
Wow.
Invite only.
Invite on.
And I didn't really experience being outside from the backstage. I was backstage most of the time.
Oh, she never walked through the crowd.
No.
Seen all the crazy costumes and people.
No, I didn't go through all of that.
And all
And,
the,
and I just stayed on the side of the stage while you guys performed.
And all the internet nerds dressed up like pimps.
I think that was my favorite part of the whole process was that it was a movement. You know, I got these white nerdy kids to dress pimp.
Yeah.
And all the ladies are probably film stars and can girls, so they had no problem dressing hoe.
Right.
And we used to do the procession from the private suites. You'll remember we used to have the parties at the Venetian in my big suite, and
Oh,
we
yeah.
would have a bar there, bartenders, and then we would do the stroll through the hotel. And I remember we used to shut down the casinos because people would be taking pictures.
Right.
So, you know, they don't want people taking pictures at a table.
At all.
But you
Right.
see Jenna Jameson strolling through, right, with
Click, 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 click.
Brianna Banks and all the penthouse pass. People are,
Yeah, it was like how you imagine, like, you know, how you see the boxers walking through with the big entourage.
yeah.
That's how I was walking from the hotel suite.
We had at
down
least
into
100
the
people
floor.
behind me, too. I was like a little
Wow.
Pied Piper with my pimp stick and my pimp cuff. We did it real, though. I told people, I said, look, if you're going to come to this party, Pimp and Ho, you got to come correct. It's not a costume pimp. You don't wear those costume suits.
Yeah,
You know, you suited
no,
and
be
booted,
authentic, yeah.
gaiters, coordinate your shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
They
I
had to
kept
be
it real.
fitted by a tailor,
We
tailor-made
did.
suits.
We did. We went downtown into like the right spot, and we would go with like 10 guys, and everybody would get their suits together. And you know, it doesn't matter what city they're from. People came and dressed the role, and that's probably what I'm most proud about. That was hard to get a bunch of white people to dress pimp.
Yeah, and they actually did it. And there was some real pimps in there, too.
There were.
Yeah.
A couple of them that they was like, hey, we the real players.
Right.
Let
You're
it
like,
be
it's a
known.
real treat when players meet.
Yeah.
You
So
know?
we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come back. We're gonna talk about some more of players ball and how it morphed into the affiliate ball.
Yep.
And speaking of some of the guests that you had, or the acts that you had, let's check out a little bit of Cypress Hill.
Oh yeah.
I forget what year. Real quick.
2005-ish.
Right. We were there.
You were there,
That's right.
give or take a year.
This is the Going Way Back show.
Money B.
You know, the Players Ball, if you haven't been, they kind of caught me off guard the first time I showed up. They called me down, you know, hired me to come perform at the show, and it was in New Orleans. Life is too short, bitch. And it was at the time of, you know, there was this big college game going on between two black colleges, Grambling State and Southern University in New Orleans. In the Superdome, it's like 72,000 people. The game sold out every year. The Bourbon Street is just like off the hook with just young black college students all up and down Canal Street. And I come to this party. I get hired to do a party during this weekend. I'm thinking it definitely has something to do with the event. And you know, they come get me the limo or whatever from the hotel. We get there, and I walk in. There's all these white guys dressed like pimps, and all these white girls like damn near butt ass naked. You know, really some of them were naked, and I'm just like, what the fuck's going on? It's like the craziest shit in the world. But I ended up having a great time, and the next time, you know, ever since then, I've been, you know, if I just hear about the Players Ball, I got to be there. If, you know, like they called me to perform in Vegas. It was during the AVN Awards weekend. You know, that was like, you know, we almost got a little out of hand there and had a pretty pussy contest. But we were in a casino, and the casino was like, we can't do that here. They caught us. It was that close. It was about to go down, and we had about 15 contestants. How many contestants we had? About 10. They were there. They were ready. Like, I think I got the prettiest pussy. So you know, the Players Ball, they get really wild. If you ever get an opportunity to get out there and check one out, you know, D-Money throws a hell of a party, man. And I'll make sure I'll be at the net. We're going next, Miami.
It's Going Back Show with Money B.
Money B.
Of course, that was Too Short talking about how crazy and wild the Players Ball.
It
would
sounds
get.
crazy.
Did
And
he
I
have
guess-
a song called The Players Ball?
I actually did a song with
Rapping Forte.
with Ron Levy's son.
Oh, they did something different, right? I think
Oh,
you're thinking
yeah,
of like
that
I Love It
one,
When You
that's right.
Players Ball, that one with E40, the remix with Too Short.
Yeah, not that one.
But
We
my
actually-
question was that song based on the party?
Ah, that's a great question.
Which one? E40s and Shorts?
Well, Short had a song, The Players Ball, with Forte.
It actually inspired me to
Forte
create
has
the
his own
Players
Yeah,
Ball.
because that song was made before
Yeah.
he was doing it.
I thought they were
Can you
rapping about a
answer?
party, but they actually weren't. They were just saying, "I love it when you players ball." But
Yeah.
the way that I heard it was kind of sounds like a party going on,
Exactly,
right?
yeah.
So when I thought of the name, that song was like in my head actually when I was thinking about
Right.
it.
Okay, so Short was saying how wild they were, and I'm not sure if Short did more than Digital Underground because I know
I
he did
about
a
a
lot of-
tie as far as who.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
know he was always at them. And but tell us, outside of the Ice-T,
Yeah.
give us an example of some of the 3 examples. One of the craziest act, like the craziest time
Okay.
of what happened.
Okay.
Then give me the most difficult artist
Ooh. Okay.
and why.
Okay.
And then just give me like the funnest one you ever did.
All right. So the craziest, difficult. All right. So we'll start there. Craziest was probably at the beginning of the Players Ball era, doing it in Vegas, which was extremely conservative, and you can't smoke weed in a venue there, especially in the Venetian back in the day. And the venue owner was real gangster. This is old school Vegas. This is before like management companies came and took it over. They were like the original owners of the venues, and this one was straight up. I'm not going to say mafia because I don't want to get killed. I don't know what he did. All I know is I'm not going to mess with the dude. You know what I'm saying?
Hardcore.
He was hardcore. And I think he was trying to jack my party from me that night. This
Kenny
is
Garino.
I'm not. No names. you know too much already. And I just remember that I made the flyers, and it was. You were probably on it. I had Ice-T hosting the night, and Fishbone was performing. And I remember the owner telling me right before doors open that he doesn't want any swearing going on in the venue. I have Ice-T as my
Wow.
host for the night. I got to tell Ice-T not to swear. So I would say one of the craziest moments was me talking to Ice-T, trying to say that you can't say motherfucker, or can't swear because they're going to shut down the party if
At
you
a porn
swear.
party.
Right, at my porn party.
Minutes
Right.
before the doors open.
Yeah, minutes before the doors open, I showed him the pass. He's like, I didn't get this. This wasn't approved through me. Nope, can't do it. Like, what are you going to do? He's going to open it up to the public now that I paid all this money and promoted my crowd. It was really a very intense moment.
Yeah.
And Fishbone, I'm talking to Angelo from Fishbone, telling him, you guys can't swear. First thing he comes out and says is, so they told us that we can't swear, so shit, motherfucker, shit. And he's like going off like on a rant. We didn't get shut down, but that was probably one of the craziest moments I've been in because, I mean, imagine telling Ice-T you can't swear. That was just awkward.
I know he said something funny.
Yeah, I mean, he was definitely pretty funny about it, but I mean, whatever. Now, crazy, well, most difficult, I would say, was Snoop Dogg.
Okay.
Because back in the day, Snoop Dogg's rider, and I've learned a lot in my years of doing parties, and the one thing that I've learned is you do what's called an all-in deal, where you say, I'm going to pay this amount, and it's all in. I don't want to pay for all this extra rider shit. I don't want to have to bring all your favorite teas and all your sweeteners that you need and all this shit. I'm not running around the city. Diet Snapple, this flavor, that flavor, but Snoop Dogg, he wanted to have like PlayStation, Xbox, and he had a list of video games you have to have, and then of course all the food that you had. I mean, it was insane. So I just remember going out, buying an Xbox, and at the time it was like when it first came out, super expensive. So we had like those private loges, and I had them all set up for them. And what do? They just come on in, do their shit, and leave. It's like, really? I got all that shit, right?
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
it's so stupid.
Did you
but-
return it?
No, I gave it away to like sponsors or something, or I did a competition or something and gave it away to whoever.
Did you?
but I might have kept one of them.
Right?
I would have returned that shit.
Did they ask for white M&Ms?
Sometimes that happens, right? Or like the green ones. They always want the green M&Ms.
Well, that would be easy. The M&M store is like right across the street from the Venetian.
Yeah. Well, back then I doubt they had an M&M store. This is probably like in 2000. Yeah,
Oh,
probably
okay.
around there. Craziest. You know, I loved all the times that you guys played. I think that the night that George Clinton performed, that was pretty crazy because you had the Bunny Ranch girls up on stage, and these are like real legal prostitutes, and they were grinding with George Clinton on stage, and it was very surreal to see. You know what I mean? Like, George Clinton is one of my favorites of all time, but to see him kind of like let loose, and he was like grinding her on stage, and I don't know. It got pretty crazy that night. I guess I should probably not really talk anymore about that.
Yeah, I know George.
I should probably just stop.
likes to do
It'll
his
be in the
thing.
book.
Yeah.
Like you said, it was a blur. 'Cause
Yeah, it's all a blur.
everybody was getting high
Yeah.
off a lot of stuff. You know?
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I mean, there was a lot of fun moments. I mean, it's hard. I can't even tell you all the artists that actually performed. I mean, you played Cypress Hill, and I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's like so many.
Slick
of them that
Rick,
you don't
Dougie
remember.
Fresh. I mean, I could go on and on.
Sugar Hill Gang.
Sugar Hill Gang. We've had everybody. And then post Players Ball. Players Ball, I put to rest about 6 years ago. And I went totally mainstream with it because porn industry was a dying industry, you know, as soon as the tube sites.
Dinosaur now.
Yeah, I mean, but back in the day, everybody made money, but then the tube sites came out, and then the people that charged money couldn't make money anymore.
Yeah.
And those were all my sponsors.
So does that industry even exist anymore?
It does.
How does it exist?
It will always be there, but the people that make the most money are the ones doing dating sites or live cams.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like outside of that, is it like
That's pretty much the whole industry right now for adult. Yeah.
it's just
I mean, pretty much. I mean, but if you go to a trade show, which I just went to one recently in Phoenix just to kind of check it out and see my old people. Plus, I threw a party with Method Man. That was pretty cool, too.
okay.
But yeah, they're all doing like credit card processing and like, it's like, well, who what are you guys charging? I mean, how could everybody be a processor? Like why?
Yeah.
It's like a free industry now. It's just the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, and I went to one with you guys had DJ Quick one year.
Yeah, and that was like one of my worst ones. He was great, but that was like when the Players Ball was dying out, and we only had maybe a couple hundred people in that venue. It was
Yeah, it was
a
small.
shame. It was small.
Mr.
At
Marcus
the
was there.
yeah, Mr. Marcus was
And
a
you
fixture
emceed for Quick.
Yeah.
that night.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah, because I didn't perform. I just went out and then what did I do? Yeah, like kind of like hosted or
You was his hype man.
yeah.
at our party at
Yeah.
it was
I
at
got
the
pictures
Penthouse
of it.
Club.
I got
Remember?
pictures of it.
Yeah, it was like a strip club.
My
at
cousin
Penthouse.
Zoli had just got out of jail and he was all geeked or whatever.
Yeah.
So we have to take a break, but before we go on the break, I want Tantizi to introduce the first Who Said It. Now, of course, my regular audience, they know what the game is about. I've explained it to you.
Yeah, I got it.
Tanya's gonna run a classic hip hop line from a classic artist, and you, D-Money, need to guess who it is. Those of you out there, if you want to guess, call in. The number is
855.
855-878-4652. She said, damn. And of course, if you're out there from home, if you're calling, you could win the new Ultimate Digital Underground compilation, which features all of your favorite Digital Underground hits. So give us a call if you know it. Time TZ, run it.
Okay.
Listen very carefully.
All I see is the soldier pistol in. What? This is so stupid. Wait. All I see is this soldier pistol in holster, giving you the most. I toast to them thugs. It be nothing but the love of Bud that we brought to the table, and nigga wanna test catch slugs. Who said it?
Okay, I would say based on some of the usage of the words, I'm gonna have to go Tupac. Now Pac? Okay, all right, give me another try. All
All right, you want to say it again? Or you
Yeah,
wanna-
say it one more time.
Say it one more time.
Yeah.
All I see is this soldier pistol in holster, giving you the most. I toast to
Okay, I
them
got it.
thugs.
I got it. Can I go?
Yep.
Sure.
Biggie.
Okay, we're gonna let you
Keep
think
going.
about it.
Keep
We're
going.
gonna take a break. When we come back, she'll give it to you one more
shit.
time, and then we're gonna talk about the affiliate ball
All right, cool.
right here. We're going way back show.
Money B.
Yeah.
That's it.
How you like that? Yeah,
Some,
that.
some real shit right there, boy.
Yeah, nah, that was a great show. That was Digital Underground, Cypress Hill,
Cypress.
hosted by Flavor Flav, and was it somebody else on that show?
No, that was it, man. That was a solid lineup right there that
But
night.
just a lot of freestyle.
It was a pimp affair. Oh, and Don Magic won. I had him
Magic.
hosting.
Oh yeah. So it worked out. But what I want to talk about real quick is the Woodies. Now, we seen it with the Snoop Dogg click, where they holding a big old dick. Now, I want to know how you were able to convince so many dudes to grab a dick out of your hand.
I'll tell you this one.
Big dick.
Chuck Liddell, UFC champ, he held my big Woody once. We gave him one. Too Short would not hold the Woody. He's like,
Yeah.
hell no.
Snoop wouldn't even hold it. He was just like,
he was
hold
just
that for
looking.
me,
He just
loco.
laughed. Yeah, he said, why don't you I'm going to put it up on my mantle.
Yeah.
Next to my American Music Award and my Soul Train Award.
No, you're not.
He did say that, though.
I know he did. No,
Yeah.
he said it.
There's no way it's on his mantle. I'll ask him when I see
It's
him.
a big veiny dick.
Yeah, so these dicks, right? I mean, one day I wake up and I'm like, all right, so we got to give awards away to the industry, and I'm thinking it's got to be tongue in cheek though. Like, I don't want to get into like who's got the best pay site, and who's got. I'm like, fuck all that shit. I'm gonna do like Pimp of the Year, Player of the Year, Newbie of the Year, and just keep it real simple, right? So I had this artist, a surfer that lived in San Diego, no phone number, nothing, and he would find the driftwood on the beach, and I asked him if he can carve them and make penises out of them. And each one was different. You know, one would be like 3 feet big or 2 feet. White ones, black ones. One would be like marbled looking. It was the craziest
Not
shit.
all penises look the same.
Every penis is different. That's what they say. And
On different days.
yeah, really, you got to catch it on the day. So he was a surfer, and his friends would make fun of him because when they would come over, he would have 8 big dicks standing up, right? And he'd be like sanding them. Right? So the visual of this dude, right, with a big dick, doesn't
making
even
them-
realize he's like sanding
Rubbing it.
these dicks, right, and getting the head and all that. It was really embarrassing
Buffing
for him.
the
You know,
head.
it was hard for him to explain, but yeah, that was probably. And then one year I couldn't find this dude because he had no phone.
Wow.
And I had moved, and I didn't live down the street. I'm like, I guess we're not going to have Woodies this year. So I had like a glass dildos or something. I gave
Yeah,
those out
glass
one year as like a limited edition round. I don't know.
Wow.
Anyway, people took my big dick for years, and it was never a problem.
Yeah, he was giving dick to everybody.
Everybody got my
Yeah,
dick.
because I one time he's like, man, we got to get you guys a Woody. I was like,
cool.
no thanks.
I'm good.
I'm not accepting that.
I think the funniest part was that everybody had to travel home with these big dicks. So like they'd go through like security, like custom. Yeah, it was the weirdest thing. Like, how do you explain that, right?
Right.
They take it out in front of everybody in line, and they hold it up, and they're looking at it. I should have put like a hidden camera in it and gotten the footage.
Oh my god.
It was insane. Or even just walking around Vegas after the party.
All right. So I'm gonna give you one last guess for the who said it. If you don't get it, if nobody calls in, Tanti's is gonna reveal it, and we're gonna let you hear where it came from. Now, I chose this one because this should be kind of like.
I
near-
should know this.
It should be it should be near and dear to your heart.
Okay.
But take one guess. If not, then it'll explain itself. Remember,
Okay.
near and dear to your heart.
Near and dear to my heart. Well, Digital Underground is near and dear to my heart. I can't imagine you guys would use. Yeah, you guys definitely didn't say that. And I don't think Too Short would have said that because it sounded a little too gangster in there for Too Short to say. He's more a pimp, right? So this is going to be somebody that's a little more hardcore, near and dear to my heart, maybe a little gangster. I'm drawing blanks on this one, but
One last guess. And then we'll,
Method Man.
I say near and dear to your heart because you are from Cleveland.
Oh, Bone Thugs.
That's right.
Oh man.
Play it. Let's hear it. I thought that, and you there at home, when she does a lot of lyrics, you have to imagine that there's a lot of lyrics being said. There's
Right.
only 2 bars.
Right.
So if it's so many, you got to think it's got to be somebody that raps fast. So I thought maybe that would have been. You want one more try?
Yeah,
at
yeah,
the easy
yeah,
one?
yeah.
Give him
Yeah,
the
yeah.
last one, and we just give
Okay.
you one try at it.
All right, one try.
Glass and metal in every direction. Innocent bystanders taught a very hard lesson. Who said it?
Oh man, I would just be guessing. Is
I'll
it
let
near
you
and dear
know.
to my heart though?
Not so much, not like that.
Let me
but
say it one more time.
Say it one more time, and
Glass-
always you make a guess.
Glass and metal in every direction. Innocent bystanders taught a very hard lesson.
Definitely something gangster though.
Sounds familiar, don't it?
Does sound familiar.
One guess always.
Oh my gosh, it's on the tip of my tongue too.
He's
Oh my gosh.
I wish we could have like the instrumental afterwards.
I don't know.
You don't
I
know?
don't know.
Give it to him. What is it?
I knew it. I was like, I heard that. In every direction.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, good. Well, you've had exhibit at the place.
I've had exhibit, right. I
You know what
even
I mean?
gave that story about
So
it.
real quick,
Wow.
tell everybody what's going on now with the affiliate ball and where they can find you and what, bring us up to date real quick.
All right. So the new thing is the affiliate ball, but that's a private party. You don't have to Google search it and try to sign up because you won't get in. It caters to the affiliate summit, which is a bunch of internet marketers. Those are my peeps. And basically we all get together and we have a good time. I have Snoop Dogg's going to DJ my next one up in New York City, Times Square.
Drop.
Yeah, and I have Gary Vaynerchuk, who's a big motivational speaker, author. He's a big-time marketer, so we're going to have him as well. And
you're going to book Money B and Young Hump.
I think we need to do that at my local one coming up
Vegas
at the
one.
Whiskey. I
Oh,
got
at the
one
Whiskey
here.
here?
Yeah, I got one coming up
It's on
here.
tape. So I'm holding you to it.
Yeah, I will do it. No, I'll definitely do it.
It's on tape.
We got two short already for that one, but that's another small little private party. These are nothing that like the people watching can get into. So I will just tease you about it and talk
Yeah,
about
if you don't
it.
know about it, you can just see the video.
Yeah, you gotta kind of be in the industry, a freak of the industry.
And when is the party at the Whiskey?
Oh, I can't say that because then people will be like party crashing.
Yeah,
and all
every
that.
time you get there.
It's sometime I'd say in the next 3 months.
Okay.
So how
So
can
we
they,
know how to follow up.
So is there anything that the public can know about that they can access you or anything?
You know what? Not really. My brother's way more public than me. K Bizzle, you guys know K.
Shout out to
Bizzle.
KB.
Shout out KB, the sex tape broker, the horror whisperer. What up, dog?
Dude.
Yeah, he's way more accessible than me. I'm just a guy behind the scenes, kind of just minding my own money and shit.
Right. So if you see him, you see him. But anyways, if they just want to follow you on social media.
Yeah, I got Real Darren Blatt on Instagram. I just tinker with it a little bit. And Snapchat, I'm on there too. D-Money
He's
Show.
on there every day.
Yeah, I'm on
I
it.
tinker with it.
I'm on it. I just tinker with it. I don't do much.
Okay. Time teasy.
On all social media, TON_TEEZY. That's including Snapchat. And make sure you click the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share and leave a comment. Always.
Yeah, it's always in your ear. ALWAYZNYAEAR on Twitter, and I am DJ Always on Instagram. And I want to give a shout out to my boys out in Hilo, Hawaii. They listen to the show every Tuesday. My boy
Aloha.
that I went to elementary school with lives out there. He's a Marine, and it's the boys at CD Wizard in Hilo, Hawaii. So I just want to
up,
give a shout
dog?
out to them.
Nice.
Is that how you do it?
Mahalo.
No, like this.
What?
It's
Like
the,
this.
It's the
Oh, this
pinky.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hang loose.
That feels right.
Hang
that feels
loose,
right.
Hawaii.
Mahalo.
I got you guys. Hello. Hey. Yeah, that's it.
Hama Nuka Nuka is their fish, by the way. I knew that.
I like that.
I saw that movie.
All right. So you can find me at MoneyB69 on most social media sites, especially Instagram and Twitter. You can join or like the Money B fan page on Facebook. I'm sorry.
Facebook.
And of course, like John T said, subscribe to the YouTube channel where you can see this episode and all archived episodes of the Going Way Back Show anytime you like, and it's the Going Way Back Show. No spaces, just go on YouTube, the Going Way Back Show. And you'll find it. D-Money, appreciate you coming in.
Thank you, my man.
What you got.
Anytime.
Always a pleasure.
Every time.
Always a pleasure. And we're going to step on out.
And what did we learn today? That D-Money corrupted Money V.
Sure did.
Brought him into the adult biz back in the
And
day.
always-
and
it's
you gave
always-
a lot of wood.
It's always the white guys that do it.
The first porn movie you ever saw was during the Players
Because
Ball.
Fuse had me drinking my first 40
Oh shit.
of Old English. And this dude got me into the porn industry.
I'm a bad man.
That is true.
I'm
So,
bad.
a white girl gave me my first joint.
Yeah.
I don't smoke anymore.
Damn devils! Anyways, we out of here, man. Until next time, people, please
Be easy. Deuces.
It's the Goin Way Back Show with Money B. Classic hip hop, raw and uncut.
Thanks for visiting the Going Way Back Show channel. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe, and click that like button.